Is QuickBooks really better than Excel for bookkeeping, or are you just paying for something that you could do yourself in a spreadsheet? A lot of small business owners start with Excel, and trust me, I get it. That was me a little over a year ago. It's free, or at least it's a lot cheaper than QuickBooks and other accounting software, and it gives you complete control over your numbers. And if you know how to use formulas, you can really customize it to your exact needs. And for businesses with just a handful of transactions each month, Excel might actually be enough. But the biggest drawback is Excel is completely manual. You have to enter every transaction yourself, or maybe download a spreadsheet from your bank account and then copy it over. And you have to make sure that your formulas are correct and keep up with all the little details, which can get a little exhausting. And if you forget to log an expense, for example, or mix up a number, you could be looking at a big mess when it comes time to do your taxes. And since it doesn't sync with your bank account, you're stuck manually reconciling every dollar coming in and going out. Now, accounting software, and I'm going to talk about QuickBooks specifically, is a very different experience. QuickBooks automatically pulls transactions from your bank, categorizes them, and keeps everything updated in real time. But you do sometimes have to interfere here and there, but definitely not to the same extent as you do with Excel. And if you need to see your profit and loss statement, for example, it only takes a second to pull up. And another benefit that QuickBooks has is if you want to keep track of who still owes you money, QuickBooks is able to track all your unpaid invoices and can even send payment reminders to your customers for you. And that's where the real difference is, the amount of time you can save. Even with all the formulas in the world in Excel, you will still have to do a lot of manual work and manual data entry, double check numbers, and find and fix mistakes if you even spot them in the first place. While QuickBooks does a lot of that work for you. So instead of scrambling to organize everything when tax season rolls around, QuickBooks can have all the reports you need ready to go. Now, I will be honest, I used to be totally against books and accounting software. I loved the control and level of customization with Excel, and I just didn't see a point in paying for bookkeeping software when I could just do it myself. But over time, QuickBooks, I have to give them credit, they have seriously improved. The interface is way more user friendly, and the time it saves me with my own bookkeeping and my clients' bookkeeping is huge. I even got my QuickBooks Pro Advisor certification because they have turned me into that much of a believer. So, which one is better? If you have a super simple business and don't mind doing everything or most things manually, Excel might work just fine for you. But if you're tired of spending hours tracking transactions, and or you just don't have the time and just want a system that just kind of works and does a lot of the work for you, then QuickBooks is probably the way to go. And there are other software options out there like Wave, Zero, Sage 50. I've tried most of them, at least the ones that I just talked about, and I would say I found QuickBooks to be the most user friendly and intuitive. So, what are you using for your bookkeeping? Are you Team Excel or Team QuickBooks or some other accounting software? Let me know in the comments.